This is the moment. England reached the semi-finals of Euro 2024. They had to do it the hard way, winning a penalty shootout 5-3 against Switzerland. A huge save from Jordan Pickford to deny Switzerland's first penalty, which was taken by Manuel Akanji. Scenes of jubilation. They've been booing England's performance, but nothing to complain about now because England are one win from back-to-back European Championship finals. 3 semi-finals in 4 tournaments as well for Gareth Southgate. A lot to feel positive about, Ryan.
For sure. I mean, we're in the tournament. We're still building. We're yet to see the best of us, but that can only bode positives. I think when we achieve that performance, we'll really be a threat to deal with and hopefully bring it home.
Absolutely. Still building, you say, yet to see the best. What exactly do they need to do against either the Netherlands or Turkey?
I'd say consistency in the system now. Make them changes that we saw in the latter stages of the game with the likes of Cole Palmer coming in. It was good to see Luke Shaw back fit as well. So, yeah, something along them lines. You
mentioned Luke Shaw. He played well when he came on. What does that do now? Does that change things?
Yeah, I think he's showcased that he's fit and capable. It wasn't an easy game to come into. There was a lot to do, a lot of demand physically to test his injury. But I'd definitely like to see him come in on if they keep a 3-4-3, him to come in at left wing back. And I'd like to see Ezri Konsa retain his starting position as well, if he's fit.
I mentioned earlier, 3 semi-finals in 4 tournaments under Gareth Southgate. Does he deserve to be criticised, or are we finally seeing the best England side under him?
Yeah, I think we're seeing, if you step back and look at his overarching managerial career of England, it's been fantastic. You know, he has progressed the country and done fantastic things and gave us all beautiful moments. But I think the judgment is of the here and now and the performances of the team that we see. So it's not a critique of his overall England management career, but everybody's allowed their judgment on the game-by-game basis.
You can see out of the corner of my eye Bukayo Saka getting interviewed. Just want to talk about him for a moment because he did score a wonderful goal for the equaliser. He was asked a lot today. He's been given player of the match and then stepping up to take a penalty when we know just how long it took him to get over the miss in the last penalty shootout.
Sure, it's a testament of him as an athlete and a human. I think to see him come back strength to strength and dispatch that penalty with such conviction in another big moment for his country is amazing. And he's had his slight critiques over the games as well, but he's one man for sure today that answered all of them. He was outstanding today.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to hear him say how proud of himself he is as well. Looking at those big players for the big moments, would you say they did all step up today? There's been some criticism for Harry Kane.
Yeah, I think, sometimes the position doesn't always demand goals, even though you are a striker. Sometimes you are occupying centre-backs, bringing other people into play. Perhaps that's not so evident right now, but you can't doubt him. He's one of our greatest ever goal scorers, and for sure he'll have his moment. And hopefully, like Bukayo's managed to turn it around, he can improve his performance for the next game.
I'm reading England fans saying online that take every game to penalties. It's our best attack. Yeah. But how good is it knowing that they've got those penalties in their locker?
Yeah, it is. I think that was amazing for us to see, especially England. We haven't got a rich history in penalty taking, but to see that, for sure, maybe parking the bus and going to penalties is the key as well.
Do you think that's what they were doing in extra time, though? Because it looked like they were clinging on, didn't it? Switzerland, a couple of great chances. But do you think they were thinking, OK, right, if we get this to penalties, we can win it?
For sure. I think in the latter stages of the second half of extra time, and it's nice for us to go into them moments full of conviction and confidence and trust in our abilities. I think it's a mentality shift I think we saw today. We wasn't downhearted or downbeat about going to penalties against Switzerland. They're a fantastic opposition, but let's take it as a confidence booster. We have fantastic technicians.
Yeah, a lot were saying that Switzerland were the favourites in this, right? If England, well, I say if, they are through to the semi-final, but if they face the Netherlands or Turkey, would you say it'll be a harder game? What do you think?
Definitely a harder game. More of the same today. If we play Turkey, I would say it'd be in the balance, a resolute team that are finding a lot of form, especially if they come through against Holland. But if we play Holland, I think we need a significant improvement on our performance.